Hey everybody, crypto is crashing right now. Your favorite altcoins, Bitcoin, everything is going downhill. And a lot of you guys are out here asking, is it time to sell right now? Bitcoin was, at least at the time of making this video, challenging 101,000 altcoins. You guys are wondering, as Tim lost money here. Yeah, Tim's losing money. Tim, a couple longs that I had got liquidated. But the deal is it time to sell? Is it time to give up? Or is it time to double down and buy some more? It's not going to be the same answer for everybody. In case you guys didn't know, it's got some good sun here today. Shot an 89 on the golf course. I'm out here in Orlando on a short vacation with my wife before our baby comes later this summer. But I'm doing okay. A little sunburnt, a little red. But I'm not as burnt as the crypto markets at the moment. Here's what I'll say. As far as I'm aware, at least at the moment, I can't think of a very good reason for this crash. That has a lot of times a stink of a manipulative pullback. We know that there was some big liquidity up above, and a lot of people have been posting, a lot of influencers have been posting about a massive move coming to the upside. But sometimes before big moves go to the upside, you do see a little of a trap kind of happen. You do see this pullback, this wave where we kind of like the water at the beach. Before the big wave comes crashing, first the water gets sucked out to sea. And it's very possible that that is what we're watching. What we also could be seeing is just people who have been holding and holding and holding and waiting for altcoin season, myself included. I've been telling you we're just waiting on liquidity to come, but Jerome Powell refuses to cut rates. We don't have anywhere in the world I think money's coming from to come make the altcoins go berserk. So as people get liquidated, we're going to see markets get weaker and weaker and weaker. And if there's nothing that comes and brings this money back, as much as I don't want to say it, as much as I don't think it's going to happen, we do need to prepare ourselves for a much larger pullback in altcoins. I told you guys, as much of the things I've gotten wrong and things I've gotten right, I told you I did not think this bull market would end this fall. I didn't think that we were going to have a top in the fall. And especially with what we're doing right now as we pull back here in the summer, when the rally does come back, because eventually things will rally, even if we pull back 50% from here, things will rally again. We're probably looking at a bull market into 2026. Some people are even saying we're not going to see a bullish momentum start until 2026. At the end of the day, your 4-year cycle is said and done. But the question that you guys are asking is, Tim, is it time to sell? And here's what I would tell to anybody who's going to sell. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you exactly when to buy and when to sell. I can tell you based off of news and charts what the probabilities could look like. I can tell you if we're in a bullish divergence, a bearish divergence. Are we overbought? Are we oversold? I can give educated guesses and predictions about, well, how high we can really get in price action, but I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you when to buy and when to sell and be perfect at it. However, I can tell you from historical moves like this, capitulation is a thing. Now, I put a tweet out earlier. I guess it's called a post now. It's over on X. I said the bull market will start when all the weak hands eventually give up and sell. I don't make the rules, right? And what that means is right now there still is enough positive feelings about the altcoin space. A lot of times before the bull run starts, the market manipulators, the composite man, the people that control the markets like Binance and Tron and other places, I'm not going to get into all that in this video, they want to crush your soul and crush your spirit before they let it go up to the upside. And that's what I think is happening right now. People are going to have a lot of excuses for today's crash, a lot of reasons for the crash, but ultimately, what I'm looking at right now is I think this is a liquidity squeeze, a liquidity grab, something to get rid of weaker, smaller accounts who are already teetering on the fence. They were already considering it. Are these altcoin things just scams? Do we need to get out? And I think it's working. I think a lot of people probably watching this video, a lot of people that are not even watching the video are freaking out right now, and they're genuinely asking, is it time to sell? And here's the thing. Some of you should be selling. And I'm not talking to everybody, right? Some of you, though, should be selling. If you are looking down the line and you're struggling to understand how you're going to pay your bills, you should be selling crypto right now just to make sure you have cash on hand. You made a mistake by over-investing in the first place and putting your bills in jeopardy. Some of you maybe didn't even mean to make the mistake. Maybe you had the money before, but some things have changed in your life. Jobs have changed, inflation has changed, and all of a sudden you're looking and you're saying, gosh, if this doesn't start turning back in the right direction, I'm not going to have money to pay my mortgage. I'm not going to have money to pay for groceries in a couple months. If that is you, it's probably the wisest thing to sell. But if that's not you, if you can afford to pay your bills and do everything you're doing and still hold your cryptocurrency, I'm going to ask you something genuinely. I want you to answer it for yourself. What are you selling your crypto for? Are you selling it for gold or silver? Okay, that could be cool. Those things are doing very well. Are you selling it for just Bitcoin? Or are you selling it to put it back into US dollars? In which case, I'd ask you, when you think about the next 5, 10, 15 years, do you trust the US dollar's value more than coins like Chainlink, coins like Ethereum, Solana, XRP? Do you genuinely trust the dollar better than some of these large cap coins? I'm not a meme coin guy, right? I would be selling my meme coins for US dollars a lot because I'm not a meme coin guy. Some of you are, that's fine. For me, I'm not. But when it comes to some of these larger coins that I see institutional interest in, that I see a future of what blockchain looks like in the financial world, I do not believe more in the US dollar than these coins. I might give up some of my leverage long positions. I'm in several of them right now, right? But as far as my spot holdings, my long-term portfolio, the stuff that's going to change, in my opinion, going to change my life and my children's life and my wife's life, and I'm going to build generational wealth, I'm not selling a single Satoshi, even if we dip back down 50%. Because at the end of the day, if we get a mean dip like that, it's going to come with a massive, massive correction back to the upside, a massive rally. And when I look forward, whether I'm looking forward just till 2026, late 2026, or even 2030, 2035, I believe more in these altcoins than I believe in the dollar. I have my bills paid. I have savings set up. I'm going to be fine. My family is going to be fine financially, even if crypto drops by 50% from where it is right now. Can you say the same thing? Can you say, you're right, Tim, I believe more in these cryptos than the US dollar? If you say yes, then you should be holding. You should ride the wave. You need to just be brave, maybe take a break from a computer screen for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, and everything will be fine. Those people, if you look at the history of the crypto dips and crashes like this, the people that sell in capitulation at the bottom of these moves, they always look back and they regret it. I'm encouraging you, if you are financially okay and stable, if you can stay in, and if you agree with me, the US dollar is dying and it is not a place to hold value, I encourage you, hold the best you can. For the rest of you, though, if you're struggling, if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you can't make ends meet, or if you think, no, Tim, I think the dollar is better than these cryptos, then I encourage you, sell. Ultimately, I have my personal opinions. You have your personal opinions. The point of this channel is not to tell you what to do and control your finances. The point of this channel is to encourage you, to educate you, and help you see things differently so that you can make your own informed opinions on your finances, that you can learn. You don't have to settle for just a deadbeat 9-to-5 job. There are ways to make money. There's ways to invest. There's ways to better yourself that doesn't just crush your spirit every single day. So if you do enjoy that and you like that you get that from this channel, we're not 100% perfect on our predictions. We get a lot right. We get a lot wrong. But if you love the encouragement and if you love the education here, smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be back on Tuesday. We'll have content going out Tuesday, but I didn't even make a video for this crash. Hopefully this helps you. See you next time.